you. I've
And I'll
got to
go to
run to the
Senator
floor in
Stabenow.
just a minute. I really wanted to hang around and just thank you all for all the work that you do. Your budgets are not very great, but those dollars that you have, being able to intervene and really knowing the communities that you're serving makes a huge difference. But let me ask you, Dr. Wiggins, in recent years, Arkansas has been devastated by natural disasters from tornadoes and wind to historic flooding along the Arkansas River, the impacts of which are still being dealt with. Once the dust has settled and the rubble has been cleared, communities struggle to continue growth and retain residents. In what ways has DRA assisted in disaster recovery efforts, and I know you have, in Arkansas and the rest of the Delta?
Yes, sir. Thank you for that question. Many communities, as you mentioned, have been impacted by disasters across our region. We have been working actually in Wynne, Arkansas. As a matter of fact, the mayor of Wynne, Arkansas just recently completed our Leadership Institute that we operate at DRA. And so we are leaning in disaster impacted communities, meeting with local officials, talking with them on how they best support. And part of our grant making program allows us to look a little bit deeper, particularly in those areas impacted by disasters. And so we're there, we are present, and that's the issue that we continue to remain top of mind for us as well.
Good, very good, thank you. I noticed, Mr. Sanchez, in your testimony, you talked about grant writers, and how difficult it was to have the knowledge and stuff. Chairwoman Stabenow is on our committee, and I have the pleasure of working with her. This is something that we hear constantly. I know that Congressman Clyburn, the same thing. It shouldn't be that, if you have a good education, that you have to hire a $30,000 grant writer in a very, very small community. Can you all, maybe you could start, Ms. Reed, could you just comment on that, the problem, if you're seeing the same thing that we're hearing about in the Ag Committee and the rest of our committees about how difficult that is. I know we had a lady and a mayor in Mountainburg, Arkansas, that as a result of getting the project started and done, we were able to knock out the biggest pocket that we had of people that were hauling water and things. But it, again, the problems they had of figuring out the grant, trying to get a grant writer, we were able to step in. Lots of people stepped in to help out, people like you. But can you comment about that just a little bit so we can get that on the record?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question. And it is an ongoing and broad problem. The approach that we've taken at SCRC is a tiered approach. We have the commission, and we've entered into agreements with the states. We've entered into agreements with the local development districts who are on the ground and work with these communities on a daily basis, and the community organizations. And the support that we've given and we are giving to the local development districts is just that, so that they will be able to help entities like described who can't write those grants, but the local development districts will be able to support them in that way. And we're building capacity all the way up the pipeline so that we don't continue to have those issues.
Yeah, very good. Well, I hope that we can all work together I know, again, the chairwoman has been a great leader on this, and Congressman Clyburn also. Just, there's no excuse for making things so very difficult. And so that's one of the things in government that doesn't cost any money. That's something that would save our municipalities a great deal of money. So, again, thank you all again for all that you do. We really do appreciate your efforts. Thank you.